This is a really quick how-to on how to auto-deploy Kubernetes clusters to AWS. All right, I have a very simple task here. It's calling my OCI build container. My OCI build container has on it, let's just take a look here, what it has. Pardon me. Let's see, badoo, badoo, badoo. Okay. All right, so this curated build container has everything I need to do in regards to automating deployment of kube clusters to AWS. So I have on here kubectl, a custom version. I have Vault. I have Helm 3. I'm going to be putting some Helm charts. I have AWS CLI. I also have Vault. So that's what's on the OCI build image. So if we get back to the actual task, let's go ahead and close this up. It's just passing in again the AWS credentials. So into the build container. And then it is launching a shell script. And in this case, there's actually no Python. It's actually just a just a shell script this time. So if I look here, just close it here. There's a shell script. So yeah, what it's doing is it's just going out. It's getting a version of COPS and installing it. It's creating the cluster name, and then it's using COPS to deploy the cluster, and then it's sending the kube config file to the vault so that we can call it in subsequent automation tasks whenever we want to, you know, or do Helm or want to put anything on our kube cluster. So let's go ahead and run this. So I've already logged in, and actually, let's just take a look here. So I built a cluster this morning and terminated it. So we're going to build a new one just for a 2-node example. So go ahead and run the task. It's going to build really fast. Okay, so it worked for our cluster. It failed. There we go. Cluster's coming up here in AWS already. So anyways, it looks like it just had an error actually writing the kube config file to the vault. So that's okay. I'm just going to quickly intercept onto my container, and I'm going to see what was wrong in my vault command. So I'm going to, let's see here, what failed. I can just iterate on this and fix it really fast. Okay, so yeah. All right, so what did it not do here? Let's just run this manually. And maybe I need to set some polling. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? I decided that I'm not going to make this a YAML. I'm just going to update it as a config. I think that's a better idea. We don't need to convert it to a YAML. So let's just remove this. Let's run that again. Okay, there it is. There's kube config file. Okay, I'm just going to write that to Vault. Very minor issue. Okay, it was written to Vault. Perfect. So our cluster is already up, and let's just verify that that kube config file is in the Vault so that we can actually okay, so we can actually call it later on in our code. Yeah, there it is. Sweet. Okay, we are good to go. locked and loaded. Let me just add this. Git add. Okay, perfect. Oh. So that's it. Used an automation task using an OCI build container, a little shell script here, and I was able to very quickly spin up a Kubernetes cluster in AWS using kops. And in this way, I can just spin up and spin down clusters on demand, different versions of my clusters as I need them to save costs. That's it.